What's up, everybody? Old School NYC Gamer back once again here with another video, and these are going to be some pickups and some other stuff I found over the last week here before I leave for Classic Gaming Expo. So let's get right into it. First off, I went to the flea market and I found this little contraption here. Now you think it's a PlayStation controller or whatnot, but this is actually a little brick game, as you can see right there. I'll just turn it back on here. It works fine. You know, like I said, I got it for about like I think it was $3-4. You know, it's like more of a novelty than anything. So I picked that up. Let's put that over there. And let's see, next off, when I was still over at the flea market, I found a few Game Boy games and one Game Gear game. And I'm surprised when I saw this though. Label's in bad condition, but I just wanted to pick it up just to see how it plays. And that is Bust a Move 4. And yeah, this is the first and only bootleg Game Boy game I ever had, and I'm curious to try this out and see what it's about. Hopefully I can clean it up and it'll work, because you can see right here, if it'll focus, come on, focus, you can see the pins are really nasty and disgusting, and hopefully I can clean those out. And this is Super Kong, so I'm wondering if this is basically Donkey Kong. It's definitely weird, because when you look at it, you know, there's no protective, you know, whatnot there for the Game Boys. Hopefully this will work. And I got that for $2. And next off here, I get a Game Gear game, and definitely a really cool game here. It came with the case, and that is Arch Rivals. Got this for $2. And let's see, next off, went to one of my other guys at the local flea market, found a couple of N64 games that I was glad to get within the collection. Definitely two. Well, one from a franchise that I'm really, you know, psyched about, like playing it, and that is Paperboy, or I believe it's Paperboy 64. And next off here, we have Bomberman Hero. And one Genesis game, excuse me. I didn't mean to laugh, but I definitely got to check this out, see how this one plays. And that is Superman. So, of course, you know how a lot of the Superman games in general suck. Dying to see how the Genesis version is. And 3 Atari games, which I'm actually glad to get. One I'm surprised it did not have. A very underrated game. There's quite a bit of label wear on this, but I just wanted it. And that is Oink from Activision. The next off here is G.I. Joe Cobra Strike. Now, if you've seen one of the last videos I did, UK Retro Game Addict sent me some Atari goodness, and I believe he sent me the PAL version of this, which was Action Man, but this is G.I. Joe Cobra Strike. Next off here, we have a kind of a rare game. Kind of sucks that there's a little bit of label damage on this from Spectra Video, and that is Frantic Freddy. And actually, believe it or not, I actually thought it was an Atari game. If you look closer, people, that is for the ColecoVision. So this is actually a ColecoVision game. And let's see. Next off, I got 4 NES games. First off here, actually I did a trade. I had some old Genesis games I honestly did not need anymore. So I went over to 8-Bit and Up, traded them, got a pretty good trade value for them. So I picked these 4 games out. And first off here is the Flying Dragon, The Secret Scroll. Let's see, Tombs and Treasure, you can see right there, and Slalom, which is a black label NES game, which I wanted to have some of the black label games. And last off here, people, this is one game, I'm kind of pissed off whoever wrote this was a total piece of garbage to do this, but this is one of the few games I used to play back in the day for the NES. I never really knew that much about it. But now, looking back on it now, it's actually a pretty fun game, and I'm really glad to have this in my collection. And that is Go-Go 13, or Top Secret Episode Go-Go 13. Played the hell out of this back in the day. And also when I was at 8-Bit and Up, they just had this randomly there. He basically gave it to me for free. And this is like a little handheld pinball game. You can see right there too. So let's show you how it works. Hopefully you can see that better than I can, because I can barely see it. But once you put the plunger... Oh, sorry, I actually had to start it up. But basically... So yeah, I mean that's one of the things here. Says it's made by. Really doesn't really say who it's made from, but it's like it's made in China. But it's a nice little thing to have, just for the hell of it. And last but not least, there's one thing I'm going to look for, people, and if one of you are fortunate enough to have an extra, please let me know. I'll throw you a few bucks, if possible, for it. Now, Taco Bell, in accordance with the Atari 40-year anniversary, did a giveaway, and I remember Echo036 telling me about it, and I've gone to pretty much all the Taco Bells in New York City, and I'll tell you about the one I didn't find. But let me show you what these are. These right here are basically PC. Oh no, they're for the PC. These are the classic Atari games on for PC. It basically does play basically like it does in the arcade game, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not going to open these up since a lot of you know I'm pretty much an Atari head and I wanted to keep this. First off, here we have Asteroids, the classic Lunar Lander, and last but not least, Centipede. Now, Super Breakout was in the set. Now, I cannot, for the life of me, find it, and I am not going to be going on eBay trying to spend a whole bunch of money. So if any of you actually have an extra copy of this unopened, please let me know. And that's about it, people. So I'm getting ready to go to the CGE. There will be an announcement a couple of days beforehand. I'm probably going to be filming on location in Arizona before I get to Las Vegas, considering the YouTube meetup. And that's about it, people. Let me get out of here. Have a great day. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. The links are down there at the bottom, and that's about it. Have a good one, everybody. Cheers.